What if I told you that someone once paid $500 million for 2 pizzas? No, seriously, this isn't a joke. It's one of the most legendary and painful stories in crypto history, a moment that marked the beginning of something much bigger. Before we slice into this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more wild crypto tales, and comment below where you're watching from. And what's the craziest thing you've ever spent crypto on? Because trust me, this story will make you think twice before using your Bitcoin next time. The Crypto Pioneer. It was May 22, 2010. Bitcoin was still a baby. Only geeks, coders, and hardcore internet users even knew it existed. One of those early pioneers was a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz. Laszlo wasn't just mining Bitcoin, he was one of the few actually trying to use it in the real world. He posted a now famous message on a forum. "I'll pay 10,000 Bitcoins for a couple of pizzas." Just imagine that. Bitcoin was so new it had no real value. This was a test, a statement, a moment to prove Bitcoin could be money. Back then, people laughed at the idea of digital money. Bitcoin wasn't on the news. There were no influencers, no crypto millionaires, just a handful of idealists tinkering on obscure forums. Laszlo's post wasn't just about getting food. It was about proving a principle, that value could be created and exchanged without banks, borders, or permission. One commenter even joked, "What's next? A house bought with internet coins?" They had no idea how right they were. The pizza deal. A few days later, someone took him up on the offer. A teenager named Jeremy Sturdivant, screen named Jerkos, accepted the 10,000 BTC and used his credit card to order 2 large pizzas from Papa John's. Boom! The first real-world Bitcoin transaction was complete. Laszlo got his pepperoni and cheese. Bitcoin had officially bought something tangible. It was a small, silly moment at the time, but it changed everything. Jeremy was just 19 years old at the time. To him, it was a fun internet challenge. He never imagined he was making history. The pizzas arrived. The Bitcoin was sent. It was casual, almost anticlimactic, but it marked a before and after in the story of digital currency, and neither of them could have guessed what would follow in the next decade. The value explosion. Now let's do the math. At the time, 10,000 BTC was worth about $41. That's it. Fast forward to Bitcoin's all-time high, those same coins would have been worth over $600 million. That's right, 2 pizzas, $600 million. Laszlo never sold out. He kept coding, kept mining, kept believing in Bitcoin. He says he has no regrets. He's proud to have helped Bitcoin become what it is today. But you can bet people remind him every year what those pizzas are worth now. To put it in perspective, $600 million could buy a skyscraper in New York, a private jet fleet, or fund an entire crypto startup empire. Yet Laszlo never showed regret. He wasn't trying to get rich. He was trying to move the needle. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was still laughing. Headlines mocked Bitcoin as funny money and internet fantasy. But with every block mined, that fantasy started to become real. The legacy of Pizza Day. Since then, May 22nd has become Bitcoin Pizza Day, celebrated by crypto lovers all over the world. Events, memes, t-shirts, even entire pizza-themed NFTs. It's not just about the pizzas, it's about the birth of utility. The moment crypto became something more than theory. Bitcoin Pizza Day reminds us how far the space has come. From ordering fast food to challenging global finance. It's funny, it's painful, and it's historic. Over the years, Bitcoin Pizza Day turned into a global event. Crypto fans buy pizzas on May 22nd, post memes, wear t-shirts, and share Laszlo's original forum post like scripture. PizzaDAO even launched NFT art tied to pizza culture, blending food, crypto, and community into one. What began as 2 slices in Florida became a symbol of belief, adoption, and evolution. Where are they now? What happened to the players in this saga? Laszlo continued to work in tech and crypto. He became a legend, though he mostly stays quiet about it. Jerkos, the teenager who got 10,000 BTC, he spent it all shortly after. He said he never thought Bitcoin would become so valuable. Both guys seemed chill about it. No hard feelings, no bitterness. Just 2 people who helped spark a revolution with pizza. Laszlo, despite all the memes and questions, says he'd do it again. "Someone had to start it," he said in an interview. "I just happened to be hungry that day." Jerkos spent his Bitcoin long ago and never got rich from the deal. But like Laszlo, he's okay with that. After all, both of them helped light a spark that became a financial revolution. Lessons from the slice. Bitcoin Pizza Day teaches us something powerful. Innovation always looks weird at first, crazy, even stupid. But someone has to make the first move. Someone has to pay the price to make change happen. Laszlo's story is a reminder. Early adopters may not always get rich, but they do make history. It's easy to look back and say, "What a mistake." But Laszlo's act wasn't foolish. It was foundational. This wasn't about pizza. It was about proving that belief can beat skepticism, and vision can beat mockery. Every innovation has its pizza day. Every revolution begins with a tiny, almost ridiculous step. So next time you hear a wild idea in crypto, don't laugh. It might just be the next revolution. The psychology of early adopters. Let's talk about the mindset it takes to be an early adopter. People like Laszlo weren't driven by hype or profit. They acted on vision, on belief. They were willing to take risks when others laughed. In 2010, Bitcoin wasn't trending. It wasn't sexy. It was confusing, clunky, and slow. But to those few who saw its potential, it was magic. And that's the thing about every technological revolution. In the beginning, it always looks insane. Laszlo didn't wait for mainstream approval. He didn't care about ROI. He cared about proving something could work. That same energy drives crypto builders today, the ones building in bear markets, the ones ignored by headlines. The pizza may be gone, but the spirit of innovation, that's still cooking. So what do you think? Was Laszlo a visionary or just hungry? Would you ever spend Bitcoin on pizza today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this slice of crypto history, smash that like, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in the world of crypto, every bite counts. Thanks for watching.